Here's the good news. There are lots of piano teachers out there. The bad news? Anybody can call themselves one. And if you don't know what to look for, your child's musical journey, or even your own, could be off to a damaging start. As a principal tutor on the Piano Teachers Course UK, I help to raise the bar in professional practice. And today I'm sharing 5 red flags that help you to differentiate a good piano teacher from a poor one. Stick around to the end. I'm going to give you 3 smart questions that you can ask any potential piano teacher to find out if they're the real deal.
Red flag number 1. They only think about finger technique.
One of the absolute horror stories that we hear about from the past are those teachers that used to balance a coin on the back of their student's hand and even hit them if the coin fell off. Now we know that this is completely the wrong approach, this idea of a very fixed and still hand, and that the fingers do everything. It's contrary to everything that we know about healthy piano technique and the whole body being involved. If we're just using the fingers, look how hard my hands are working on the keys. You can see what's going on here. It's just horrible and it's potentially damaging. We're so much more aware now of how the whole body works as we're teaching the piano. And there's no excuse these days with so much professional development and even methods that help you to develop a healthy piano technique with good use of the wrist, connecting all the way down the arm to the shoulder blade, the idea of posture. Healthy piano technique involves the whole body.
Red flag number 2. They're just obsessed with music exams and don't have a holistic curriculum.
If a teacher is obsessed with the idea of just marching through the grades one after another, or worse, the 3 pieces a year approach, go with caution. Look for a teacher that has a full holistic curriculum that underpins their work. Look for somebody who's passionate about music, about teaching the concepts behind the music, about providing a rich curriculum with improvisation, composition, musicianship, and a broad range of repertoire that allows students to develop all of these glorious musical skills.
Red flag number 3. They only ever teach music reading, not the whole musician.
Just be wary if they only ever teach from the music notation, let's say a little bit at a time, with nothing else underpinning it. For example, the development of musicianship, really understanding what makes the music tick. There is nothing worse than when a student arrives at grade 8, clutching the oral skills book saying, "Can you help me with this?" As if oral skills and musicianship is some kind of add-on that you do just in the 2 or 3 weeks preceding an exam. Understanding music and musical relationships, sound before symbol, is key.
Red flag number 4. They only ever teach repertoire and don't teach the whole musician.
Imagine a teacher who only ever shows a student how to play little bits of music that they go away and learn, and then they come back, and the whole process is based around this kind of rote learning. Now, don't get me wrong, rote learning, especially in the early stages, when it is designated pattern learning that allows students to develop technique and sound, that's different. But to learn everything like that so that a student doesn't necessarily have that independence of understanding the different concepts involved, this can be problematic. Here's a warning sign. Can the student only ever begin a piece from the beginning? Or are they able to read music so thoroughly that they can pick it up from any point in the piece, thus enabling excellent practice?
Red flag number 5. They don't engage in professional development.
Any teacher at any level needs to keep up to date. That's the same for teachers working in schools or private music teachers. It's simply not enough to teach as we were taught. So a red flag would be, as a teacher, somebody who is not open to learning more about up-to-date research in music education, to seeking out new repertoire, new ideas, new professional approaches, who perhaps isn't a member of professional organisations, who doesn't seek out new resources, new ideas. I'm thinking in particular things like the Curious Piano Teachers, a wealth of information and development for for piano teachers everywhere. Be wary of teachers that haven't invested in their own training in terms of, for example, pedagogical development, a course such as the Piano Teachers Course UK, or perhaps a teaching diploma, or perhaps even investing in their own pianism so they are playing the best that they can possibly be. So what to do next? Well, here are 3 questions that you can ask any potential piano teacher to get to know their views on particular issues. Question number 1. What is your view on piano exams? Don't get me wrong, there is absolutely a place for piano exams, but when they become the be-all and end-all, we have a problem. Question number 2. How far do you provide a range of musical experiences for your pupil? Really, you're looking for somebody who doesn't just learn the pieces and the scales that they have to do, but they're providing other opportunities for ensemble work, duet work, opportunities to play in front of other people, opportunities to improvise and to compose, opportunities to sing and move and get away from the piano stool. And finally, the 3rd question, ask them, what is your view on piano technique? Remember, we learn about piano technique primarily for sound. Piano learning isn't just some paint by numbers, here's a note, play it. We're trying to create beauty and sound, and that is inextricably linked with piano technique. There are so many YouTube videos, resources, professional development groups that allow teachers to develop that understanding, even if, like most of us, they weren't taught that in their initial stages. Having a good piano technique makes playing beautiful, and most importantly, it makes it safe. For more information in the future, be sure to subscribe to my mailing list. It's there for free in the description, and I'd love it if you could subscribe to my channel.